Tweet of the Day, A Year of British Birds, with introductions by some of Britain's most eminent naturalists. First heard every weekday morning at 5:58 on BBC Radio 4, Tweet of the Day captured the imagination of early risers and bird lovers. Each episode begins with a bird call or song, followed by fascinating ornithological detail about its owner. This collection contains every edition from the first series, British Birds. The songs of over 260 birds can be heard over the course of a year, from the cuckoo's call in spring to the summer seaside sound of the herring gull, the autumn song of the robin, and the song thrush's voice of hope in the depths of winter. Beginning in late spring, the first birds in this collection are introduced by Sir David Attenborough.
The spring song of the male cuckoo. I'm sure all of us can recognise this bird from its song, but how many of us can say that we've actually seen the bird itself? It's perhaps no surprise then that William Wordsworth wrote, "Shall I call thee bird, or but a wandering voice?" Male cuckoos are indeed great wanderers, spending their winters in Africa and their summers in Europe. But it's only very recently, thanks to modern technology, that we've been able to confirm this, and scientists have been able to follow a number of cuckoos as they migrate south to the dense equatorial forests of Central Africa. This would all come as a real surprise to our ancestors, who believed that the cuckoo turned into a sparrowhawk in winter. Not perhaps as silly as you might think, given that both birds are greyish in colour and have barred plumage and long tails. After spending winter in the south, the migratory urge propels the cuckoos northwards, and for many of us their return is a welcome sign that spring is well and truly here. Listen carefully to the song thrush, and you'll notice it repeats each phrase of its song 2 or 3 times. The male song thrush's rich and melodious contribution to the dawn chorus includes a repertoire of more than 100 different phrases which he can repeat, making this one of the most recognisable songs of any British bird. That's the wise thrush, he sings each song twice over, lest you should think he never could recapture that first fine, careless rapture, wrote Robert Browning in his poem Home Thoughts from Abroad. Thrushes are also well known for using stones as anvils in order to secure a good meal. You might have seen this in your own garden. Grasping a snail in their beaks, they hammer the snail on a small stone or a brick wall until the shell breaks and the thrush can extract the soft body. After a meal of molluscs, the song thrush flies back to the top of a nearby tree and proclaims his territory. These screeching gangs of tearaway swifts, dashing through the skies, are a sure sign that spring is well underway. Swifts are superb aeronauts, feeding, mating, and even sleeping on the wing. For the first 18 months or so of their lives, young swifts might never land. In the breeding season, they nest under our roofs and will fly up to 500 miles a day in search of food. That's 3 million miles or more in their lifetimes. They trawl the skies for food and store it in their throat pouches. You would imagine that most of their diet would be flying insects, but in fact a large percentage is spiders floating through the air on threads of silk.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?